Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
I put the words naked and Trump into Google to find a story for today's show. Don't say we don't care about you.
If there was anything that I did not expect to hear from you today, it was that as I was taking a sip of my tea.
What an incredible thing has happened. Right outside of Las Vegas, somebody has erected a giant...
Poor choice of words.
Oh, no, it isn't. Somebody has erected a 42-foot tall marionette of a naked Donald Trump.
Why?
So many questions. Why is the biggest one? It is an art installation, believe it or not. And we have a news story to share with you about it. This story is from NBC station News 3 in Las Vegas. Check this out.
It's a giant nude marionette of Trump. As Ambar Rodriguez learned who put it there, and she also learned why.
Murray, it has been car after car with people trying to get a look at the art installation of former President Trump themselves. Well, News 3 was contacted by a spokesperson for the artist who wants to remain anonymous, but did share some insight. Now they tell us that the piece is titled Cook and Obscene. It is 43 feet tall, 10 feet wide, marionette.
Don't pan up. Don't
pounds. It is made out of foam over rebar. The artist's spokesperson tells me the purpose is to ignite conversations, and it sure has already, with the images of the marionette going viral.
When I was pulling out, I looked over and I saw something hanging. And,
did you?
It looked like Donald Trump. So I had to come over and get closer to see what it was. And it is Donald Trump. If you know the Trump hair, you can tell that's what they were trying
Saw
to do.
something
Good job.
hanging.
Whoever did it, good job.
Of course, it's a statement, but there's no text saying something about Trump or, of course, it's a bit weird maybe that he's nude, but it's also interesting to see. I mean, it's a way of, portraying him, I guess. But I think it's an interesting piece of art.
Is it a political statement or I don't know what it is. But hey, Vegas, anything will happen in Vegas.
And the marionette won't be here too long. It's actually slated to come down tomorrow, and it's going to hit the road now. The spokesperson tells me that it is headed through the key swing states ahead of our presidential election. Reporting from north of Las Vegas, Amber Rodriguez. Back to you in the studio.
Oh my God.
Well, you can't unsee that, folks.
No, you can't. I mean, I'm just sad that we are not one of the swing states that it's going to come through. I totally would have, if it was anywhere near me, I would have gone. Anywhere.
Is it worth a trip to Vegas for you?
Well, now it's not in Vegas. It's going to be going through all the swing states. Oh, it might be in Georgia.
Oh, well, let's hop in that van.
We'll have to see. I'm sure they've got a website or something. We'll do some digging and see if we can come up with some dates for the Naked Trump tour.
As long as I don't have to do the Googling for where is the giant naked Trump, as long as I don't have to Google that.
And of course, the internet did not disappoint. When I put that in, it came right up, unfortunately.
Oh, poor choice of words again.
Gary's super excited because all kinds of weird things are showing up in his Amazon.
Because it's
you know how that is? You put something in and it haunts you for days after that.
I want to see what some of those are.
I had to go and put being serious and failing in there to see if anybody else was using that name for anything. And when I did that, Google thought I was depressed and asked me if I was feeling all right and gave me the suicide hotline number.
Oh, well, that was nice of Google.
That was very sensitive.
I would love to see what some of the Amazon recommendations Gary, your husband, has been receiving since entering that into the computer. Probably a lot of creams and salves.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The teas and
great stuff. So there he is in all his glory.
Oh man.
Yes. Before the naked appearance in Las Vegas, he has been hitting North Carolina. visiting some of the communities there in the wake of Hurricane Helene. And so that brings us to the lie of the week for Donald Trump. He's been visiting communities, using their resources when they're trying to clear roads and stuff. They've got to get everything together to make his visit happen. They even built a little tiny wall for him to talk behind. It was ridiculous. And of course, we've got that tape for you.
Monday afternoon, Donald Trump visited Valdosta, Georgia, where storm cleanup is underway. While there, he seemed to suggest President Biden isn't responding to the storm.
The governor's doing a very good job. He's having a hard time getting the president on the phone. I guess they're not being responsive. The federal government is not being responsive, but they're having a very hard time getting the president on the phone. He won't get on, and of course the vice president, she's out someplace campaigning, looking for money.
So that's Monday, right? Those claims appear to be false because Georgia's Republican governor, Brian Kemp, says he has spoken with the president about federal aid.
The president just called me yesterday afternoon. I missed him and called him right back. And he just said, hey, what do you need? And I told him, you know, we got what we need. We'll work through the federal process. He offered that if there's other things we need, just to call him directly, which I appreciate that.
So, of course, again, Trump's in Georgia on Monday saying the governor can't get the president on the phone. The governor on Monday says he got a call from the president the previous day. He missed the call, but then he called him right back. President Biden was asked about Trump's claims during a press briefing in the Oval Office.
He's lying, and the governor told him he was lying. The governor told me he was lying. I've spoken to the governor, spending time with him, and he told me he's lying. I don't know why he does this. And the reason I get so angry about it, I don't care about what he says about me, but I care what he communicates to the people that are in need. He implies that we're not doing everything possible. We are.
I like the way she laid all that out. It was just boom, boom, boom. So there, she laid that thing out perfectly. The lie and the rebuttal. I don't know why he runs around doing this crap. It's really strange.
You know, I think I know why. He is a reality TV star. Getting people riled up. He's good at that.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. I don't know if he's even thinking about the repercussions, how people would take it that don't see things the way he sees them. He's just thinking ratings, views, you know, get the clicks, get the likes. And I think Biden had a really good point there when he said, it's not about what you say about me.
Right.
It's the message you're putting out there that we're not doing anything. He did it, what it sounds like, before Trump even showed up.
Yeah.
Got done.
Yeah. He did the day before.
That's really
Trump
upsetting.
showed up. So it's crazy.
It's almost like one of those dystopian movies that you get for free, you know, on one of those free apps. Yeah, where the president is like, you know, this social media star, you know, rather than a leader. But it's reality, and it's a little more than scary.
He's so self-centered that how anybody would think that he is going to be the kind of president that takes care of the people. I mean, he's just not. That's just
his own family members. His own family members don't back him up.
Yeah. Yeah.
His was it his niece or something wrote a book about it. And if this were, you know, the Bachelor DC version, if this were real world White House, then that's exactly what he should be doing, but not when it comes to actually leading this country.
Yeah, it's not the attitude that we need in the White House.
No.
He cannot change a dress. He can't have a change of address. Not again. Now, there is an organization that loves to take shots at President Trump. And by that, I mean fun videos that make him look bad. That kind of shot.
I'm an organization that loves to take shots.
Let's just clear that up. Yeah. The Lincoln Project is an American Political Action Committee, or PAC. They were founded in December of 2019 by members of the Republican Party. So these were people that saw what Donald Trump was doing, totally disagreed with it, saw the danger about it, and their one and only mission is to stop Donald Trump from getting in the White House again. They come out with videos almost daily that highlight on different issues. We're going to share one with you right now. There's actually two that have come out that are really good. The one we're going to share with you now is called Broken Man, and it is about, well, guess who?
Donald Trump is a broken man, terrified of Kamala Harris. Shaky, scared, weak. He's a chicken. Limp, old, tired, and impotent. He's lost his edge, his mojo, all that power he once had, and he knows the end is coming. The final days of his campaign are nothing but a sleazy, desperate grab for cash and nothing more. He's hiding from Kamala. He won't debate her. He knows what happened last time.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
If Trump can't even face his political opponents, there's no way he can stand up against Vladimir Putin, Iran, and ISIS. There was never a chance he'd stand up for you.
Pretty awesome.
Pretty clear.
Right? They're really well put together. All their videos are fantastic.
And that was created by people on the Republican side.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, now there's a more of a mixture of people. I think they're a part of the Lincoln Project. But you know who one of the founders are? Kellyanne Conway. Do you know that name?
Of course.
Her husband is one of the founders of the Lincoln Project.
George Conway.
Correct.
But not Kellyanne.
No.
I feel like Kellyanne would never.
Very unusual relationship. You really got to give it up to them because, wow, could you be on two opposite ends anymore in your own house, you know?
Well, pardon me if I'm wrong, because this is just a question, but didn't they get divorced?
Did they? Because I know they both kind of took a step back so that they could focus on family and stuff like that. So I thought that they were still together.
You know what? I don't want to spread misinformation.
Well, let's not do that.
Let me look this up. Kellyanne and George Conway. This is according to NBC News.
Okay.
In fact, I can share this right here. Kellyanne Conway, George
Oh.
Conway announce divorce from NBC News. The Conways said in a statement they were in the final stages of an amicable divorce.
Well, that's too bad, actually.
It is too bad. And you know that if it's not mostly about this divide, it probably was started by this.
I don't think it's the only family that has been ripped apart because of Donald Trump and views that are in one family. You know, I have family members that are pretty distant at the moment because of the political views that we can't see eye to eye on them. And they just, you know, not everybody can just let it go and talk about other things.
Right.
So it makes it really, really difficult. I think that's really a shame. It shouldn't be like that.
It is a shame. I know that I'm one of those people where I can, something like that anyway, I can let that go. There are other things maybe I couldn't, but when you see that, it tugs your heartstrings a little bit.
Yeah. The damage that he has done it's heavy.
Man, oh
Heavy.
man, oh man.
Now, there was another Lincoln Project video that came out recently that we're just going to have to play because of who is in it. Who is the voice in the video? I'm not even going to tell you. You tell me.
Oh.
I can't believe we're having this conversation again. So here we go. You know who the candidates are. You know what's at stake. One candidate promises a divided America filled with lies and hate. And one stands for change.
You know what? Let me start that
Kamala
over because
Harris.
my mouse was moving. And
I
that's
can't
annoying.
believe we're
You ready?
Yep.
3, 2.
I can't believe we're having this conversation again. So here we go. You know who the candidates are. You know what's at stake. One candidate promises a divided America filled with lies and hate. And one stands for change. Kamala Harris has more courage, more honor, more guts than this guy ever had. So you decide, are we really going back down that same fucking broken road, or are we moving forward towards hope, towards freedom, towards change?
We know a strong middle class has always been critical to America's success.
There's promise that lies in change, and the time for change is now. So what the hell are you waiting for? Because if it's the woman thing, it's time to get over that. It's time for hope, for change. It's time to be a man and vote for a woman.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
How about that?
I'll give the Lincoln Project this. They don't mince words.
No.
They ain't filling time.
That is a good video.
Wow.
Be a man and vote for a woman. Very impressive. And when I got to their website and I saw the mission statement was all about not letting Trump into the White House, I was like, hell yeah, I'm on the mailing list. Let's do this. So I invite you to go there and check it out. They got all kinds of resources and all their videos are there. I mean, and they release some like almost every day.
Wow, look at this. The LincolnProject.us. We're here to stop Trump, break MAGA, and save America. Are you in? The
Hell
Lincoln
yeah.
Project is a leading pro-democracy organization in the United States dedicated to the preservation, protection, and defense of democracy. Our fight against Trumpism is only the beginning. We must combat these forces everywhere and at all times. Our democracy depends on it.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't think there's anything else that we could say in this episode today.
Well, we can look up the Trump website and see what he says on his mission statement.
It's going to have gold sneakers and $100,000 watches. Are you kidding me with the $100,000 watch? Are you kidding me right now?
Now, I collect watches. I don't even know the watch you're talking about.
Oh my, it's comes in 3 different tones, you know. And it's selling for $100,000. $100,000 for one watch.
I mean, there are watches
watch
that
expert look at it and he said it looks like the gold is crap. There's some fancy word for when all the little mechanics inside of the watch are showing, like it's clear and you can see them all in there moving.
So that's called a skeleton. It's called a skeleton watch.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep.
That's a French name. But anyways.
Oh, you're talking about a tourbillon.
That's it.
So the tourbillon, remember, I'm a watch nerd. The tourbillon is basically this rotating heart of the watch, the mechanism of the watch that's supposed to defy, in a way, gravity. So it keeps better time because the heart of the watch is rotating. I'm looking at you know what? Let me stop talking and show you this watch. Look at this. Look at this. There it is.
Okay. So, Jonathan, watch expert, resident watch expert.
Mm-hmm.
You have $100,000 to buy whatever you want. Are you buying that?
No. No.
Does it come with a condo?
I thought you were going to say a condom. Because it should come with both of those.
Too late for those for him. He's already been out there breeding.
This is... Oh.
Like, no. Just no. Right? No.
This is... I mean, I've seen watches that look much plainer and look much worse than this that have sold for much more. It says Swiss made, yes, but who is the actual manufacturer? Who's making this? Because most of the time when you're paying that kind of money for a watch, you're paying for the manufacturer and the history behind it,
okay.
right? Like a Rolex or an Audemars Piguet. You know, these are watches that are legacy pieces. I mean, I'm not even going to go into it. No, no. By the way, in case you were wondering, the Donald Trump website does in fact have a message.
Oh, what is it?
It says, and I'll share it with you right here, right now. Okay. It says, "Let me be as clear as possible. I will never stop fighting for you. If you can, and only if you can, please make a contribution to defend the MAGA movement."
Oh my God, he's begging on the front page.
Yeah. I also received a little pop-up that says, something like, "I noticed you haven't completed your donation." Only been on the site for like 8 seconds.
Wow, they're rushing you even. Hey, what you doing? What you doing?
Yeah. So I don't know. Part of me wants to at least see a fair fight, so to speak. I mean, do you know what I'm saying? And maybe it's the Libra in me, but which I only recently learned what that even meant. But I want to hear an actual back and forth. I want to hear a debate where both people seem to understand the issues and respect one another, kind of like the VP debate. I felt like they respected each other.
I have to say, I think it was a little bit boring, but it was very, very issue centric, which I think people wanted to hear what the issues are and where they're going to stand on that and what are the plans and stuff. So we probably got way more of that than we ever got in the presidential debate.
I think it was boring.
They'll debate again before Election Day.
Right, they won't. I wish they would.
I know.
And I think it was boring because of what we had before that.
I know.
I'm noticing that there's no heavenly light shining. You don't seem to be lifting off into heaven or anything.
I don't know why that is. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. We made it through a whole episode with no technical difficulties. Let's just stop while we're ahead.
Oh, man.
We'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Bye.